GunninGamerz Driver Log 8 is finally upon us. It has been quite some time, but we are back in the driver's seat and we have got a bunch of things to get done in this episode here. And there's so much actually going on right now that my head is swimming. We've got an exciting load that we're going to be hauling today. Let's go ahead and have a look at our freight market. I have been hunting down one of these, Sickle B. This is part of the railroad railcar mod. And it is 73 ton, and I've never gotten to haul one. Actually, this is the one we're going after. We've got 23 hours, and we're going to have to get here from Berlin down to Slovakia to pick this thing up. 23 hours to get that done. Once we're down there, we're going to be hauling it to Milano. Now, one of our problems is right here. Look at our truck that we're using. There's no way we're going to fit 73 ton on the back of a single axle truck. So it's time to upgrade, and I don't mean just the axles, I mean the actual truck. We're gonna give our Scania that I absolutely dearly love, mostly the interior, the leather wrapped black steering wheel, black interior, love it, leather seat. We're gonna give this away to one of our drivers here in Berlin, and that kind of leads us to another thing. You can see my money, 2.8 million. Now this isn't from a money cheat. This is from the 20 plus runs that I've done on my Twitch live streams. If you guys enjoy my driver logs, I encourage you to head on over and check out the Twitch and check out my live streams. We've got to get down here to Milano. We've only got one driver and we've got this building. I'm going to go ahead and start spending some of this money. I'm going to upgrade this right away to the bigger facility, which it's going to take us down and show us the nice, beautiful new building that we're going to get with the 5 garage doors. You've all seen this before. So now that we have that upgraded, we need to get some drivers, 4 more to be exact, in there for so that we're running at well, not 21% productivity. We need to be up to 100. So let's go over to our actually recruitment agency. Let's hire some drivers. We got a couple of 4.2s in here, so that's good. Otherwise, we're going to have to probably take a couple 2.5s in there. Let's zip down here and start filling some seats. Okay. Let's give Chris here a job. He looks like he needs some work. And how about Freeman here from Half-Life? Michael here. Let's give him a job as well. He is a lucky candidate. And now that all of our seats are full, let's see. We need to buy him some trucks, don't we? Got to get him into some trucks. I want to probably go with a bunch of cheapo Iveco. How about that? Let's go ahead and buy online because we're not going to be going and getting them ourselves. And you could make these down to 92, I think, if you drop the visors or something like that. But right now, 94 is good enough. And just remember, there is no benefit, at least as of a few months ago, of getting your people in 700 horsepower trucks. It's not going to help them go. The developers said that, and hopefully maybe that'll change one day here soon. Or never. Let's buy a couple trucks and get them going. Now they can get to work. We've got them all motored up and ready to go. And the only other thing that we have got, we'll take a look at our driver manager. Everybody's got trucks here except Amir. He's got a sad face, but don't worry, Amir, you're going to get a nice truck here in just a moment. Let's go up here and click on our truck that we're currently in, and we're going to relocate that to Berlin and give that to Amir. So now, if we take a look at our driver manager, I'm the only one without a truck. So that means we need to go and do some shopping. And I'm going to buy it from the Volvo dealer over here in London. And we'll go with the Volvo 750 horse. I want to get the most horsepower. This is going to be a big load. This is a nice truck and I really like it. The only thing that I just can't get past is this exclusive interior. I love the black leather on my current truck, or was current truck, and now we're going to be going with beige and purple. Door panels aren't so bad, but the seats and steering wheel, ugh. So I'll try to do my best to ignore it, but that's what we're going to be getting into. I'm going to go ahead and get it all beefed up. 750 horsepower engine, retarder, exclusive. Go with the cheap paint because I'll repaint it. And now's the time that I turn into a woman at a jewelry store with all my little accessories. Holy crap, I just bought it and can't hardly see it out here, but that is the truck. How about we pull it into the light so we can check it out? It's nice and quiet inside. Oh, look at that dash. It's actually one of my favorite. I really love the dash, and in fact the interior looks pretty nice here in the dark too. I don't see the purple. Let's have a little look at the exterior lighting. Looking, oh, we got all of our lights on top. That's good. Air horn's gotta work. How about we turn on all of our lights? Can't figure out my buttons. There we go. And now we got her lit up. Now it's lit up. Lots of lights. I don't know, I might have to change those circular ones out. I'm not really too sure how I'm gonna do that. Looks pretty nice, so just gotta go over and get it painted. Let's bring it in here and have a look at it. Not too bad, not too bad. Can hardly tell if I got my tires on there. I guess, yeah, I do. It's so dark. Alright. Let's get over and throw some paint on it. Owen, would you look at that? Just came with a full tank of gas, I just noticed as I was driving away from my gas pump. So we should be good to go there. Now we gotta make some tough choices here on our paint. How about we do a pumpkin? No, that would not be cool. So I've got the latest paint pack, and that looks kind of cool. What's expensive? We need something expensive. Why is this expensive? Oh, that should not be expensive right there. I am really not sure what we should paint it. I like the fire. Blazing fire. We might just go with that today. Looks like quite a mess. That looks cool though. I like the little bit of design in there with the magma heat. Lightning is okay. Human spirit. Yeah, somebody grinding on a grinder. That's kind of cool. Let's see what else we got here. How about we do blazing fire? I guess that's what it's probably going to be. We can always come back and repaint it. I got one more to unlock here at level 30. So, we'll go ahead and confirm our order. And we will go to the upgrade shop. I got to do my little license plates. Alright, now we should have it. Let's go ahead and take a look at the front. And GunninGamerz, there we go. That looks a little bit better. Have to check it out in the daylight. Can't wait to see how it drives. Probably a lot like the other trucks. Turn some lights on. Turn them all on. I love the GPS though up there. I probably don't even have to use this one now. Maybe just try to turn that off finally. It's the best GPS position out of any of the trucks, I think. And let's get on the road, but we better grab that mission. And this will be the one here. We've got 23 hours and 8 minutes, and we're going to set that GPS destination. We've got quite a drive to get there. I hate red lights. Alright, now we're going to be burning. Started out in 4th. Ooh, she just flies through them gears. To get it out on the Autobahn and really try to break her open. I've gotten a little bit partial. I started out with the MAN, but now with the Scania, I really like that truck. Not only the way that it looks, but the way that it handles and everything too. Brakes are pretty good. Although I spend most time in this view, in the first person view, and they're started out in 7th. And I love the dash on this one, so maybe this one will grow on me too. I know we'll be going back to a Scania here probably soon. You know, after a few runs. A few driver logs maybe. And that kind of leads me into the next thing before we crash. Holy cow. It doesn't seem to corner like my other truck, but we're going to be trying to get out at least 3 or 4 driver logs. At least. Probably no more than 5 to 8 more out of Euro Truck Simulator 2, and then American Truck Simulator comes out August the 22nd. And we're going to be diving headfirst hardcore into that one when it comes out. And if it's a good game like it should be, then, and I miss having my speedometer actually tell me what I'm doing, so we'll have to probably still use that. But if it's a good game like it should be, we probably won't be doing a whole lot of Euro Truck, because they are adding a whole lot of stuff in that game. And for those of you that haven't heard, again, it comes out August 22nd. It will be featuring the state of California with the promise of expanding eastward from California. So I don't know if that eventually means they're going to do the whole country. I certainly hope they do. We're already up to 100. It's really nice and quiet. I think this one just feels more quiet even than the other one. I'd be happy hitting 110. I don't know if I've done that. I've hit 105. We just did it a minute ago, but I did that with my other truck, pulling a load even. So we're just going to continue on our journey here. Looks like it's another 480 miles. Hopefully I'll cover that fairly quickly. It says it's going to take me 12 hours, so we should have about 10-12 hours left on the clock by the time we get there to pick this big load up. I've been hunting after one of these 73 tonners for a while, and we're going to get lots of speeding tickets on the way there. I am not slowing down too much. Oh, this thing just doesn't seem to stick to the roads as much. I don't know. Probably all in my head, but I've had the other one, the Scania, really cranked up a few times, and that thing, I can corner and everything with it. So we'll give the big boy with the big horsepower 20 more than the other truck. We'll give it the benefit of the doubt and pull the big load. But I might switch back to a Scania. Just that if I do, I'll probably get one with you know, a 6x4 chassis or something of that sort, and a 730 horsepower, whole 9 yards. Just seems to break loose like a lot harder. We'll see what it does with the load on it. So here we are in Slovakia. We're getting awfully close, and this is part of the DLC area. I've been on this twisty, turny highway, really driving this thing like a race car, and I've racked up about 31% damage. Had a few little fender benders along the way, but it definitely gets up and goes. It just seems like it's a lot harder to keep this one on the road, and I've lost my 12th gear, so I'll have to roll into town and fix that, and then fuel up, grab our load, and get hauling. I know we won't be having a speed issue once we're hooked up, that is for sure. See if we can pass a few here. Oh, this is risky business. Real pretty area though. Can't hardly look at the scenery though when you're just flying through this fast. Alright, we finally made it. I can't even pronounce the name of this city, but we actually just drove past where I was supposed to go, which was on the side of town that we came in from. And I'm gonna head over here though. I gotta get my truck fixed. And I do need to rest also, but I think I might just grab the load. There was a rest stop not too far down the road, and we might just have to grab our rest there. Kind of stretch it out a little bit, you know, as hard as we can anyway. Now we get to see all the damage that was done. On our little speed mission here, we did a total of $43,000 in damage. Jesus! Holy cow. We're gonna probably damage a few things on this run, and that way it'll be a total wash. But I'm not doing this one for the money, or else I went to drove across Europe to get here. Okay, let's burn out of town again and go get our load. Finally here, pulling up, and let's claim our load. Hopefully nobody else took it, right? Alright, there it is, going to Milano. Gonna make barely enough money to cover the damages I had getting here, but I can't wait to hook onto this heavy haul. Now we got our 12th gear back. Okay. Look at that thing. What is that? It's like... That's not a... That looks like a missile. I don't know what that is. That's a military something or another. That is no rail nothing. I don't know. It's a vehicle. That's a missile hauler. Holy crap. Oh, it's part of the military pack. I guess I stand corrected. In that picture it kind of looked like it was some kind of a locomotive thing, which those are up to like 68 ton. Wow, look at that thing. I hope that thing's not pointed at the US. Let's hook it up, do a wheelie, and get going. I don't know if I should be trusted with hauling this kind of load. Imagine that. Me driving at the speeds I do. Boy, this is going to get interesting real quick. And I'm starting out this run tired, so... Oh! Yes, we do wheelie. My front end was so light right there that I actually couldn't make that corner. 73 ton. So yeah, when you accelerate, it comes off the ground a bit. Goodness sakeys. I can't even see here. We're gonna go start out in second. Right up here is gonna be a rest, not too far. Ooh. Yeah, you can feel it. Yeah, there's no telling how fast we'll be able to do with this one. This guy's gonna have to wait. You can hear it working that Volvo now. We're gonna have some hills to contend with. I'm gonna check because there's a rest stop right here, but I'm thinking probably can push it because there's another one up here. I need to stretch these out since I started out tired. I just didn't want to miss that load. And it looks like we could probably catch this one up here, or we'll have another one there. We should be able to make it at least to that point. It's going to get interesting. Barely gonna get in the 9th. Ooh, can't even get it in the 9th. See, now I'm gonna have to do driver log 9 with the green Iveco pulling this. I don't think I'll do that, but I might have to get a hold of the Iveco and try at least. I don't think I could stand 53 or 54 ton was a nightmare. I can't imagine adding another 19 ton on top of it. So here we just dropped in the 9th and we're losing our speed, losing it in 8th. 750 horsepower. No match. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Just dropping it to its knees. Oh, and the front end's off the ground. We're doing a wheelie. We're doing wheelies. Oh my goodness. I don't even have control of my steering right now, barely. especially when I hit the gear. Especially when I shift, I can just feel that front end come up. Wonder what if our gas mileage thing has changed here. Whoops. Losing my buttons. Don't want the parking brake. I don't think that thing's right because it was in the 20s. Oh yeah, well it's saying 42.3 gallons I'm gonna use. It's doubled from when I was going empty. I got no wheels in the ground right now. I can feel it in my force feedback. Everything's just loose. Oh boy, this one's gonna be a nightmare. The nightmare run. This is almost as bad as the Iveco with the 53 ton. And the Iveco only had one axle in the back too. At least this one's got two, but jeez. I had no idea this is what we were getting into. Now I'm gonna have to beef up my Scania and just try that, because I did a mid 60 ton load the other day during the live stream, and we were not crawling like this. Of course, we were on a little bit flatter ground, but we're still dealing with hills. Now we're picking up just a bit. That might have been one heck of a hill too. Got another hill coming here. Here's one of our rests. I'll just probably grab rest in here if I can park here. Yep. All right. Now I sure hope that this doesn't cost us to get the load there late, especially with the slower speeds that we're doing. Oh! Look at that front end just come off the ground, especially on a hill. Woo! Let's do it again. Oh. There she goes. Oh my gosh, I hope I don't hit a car. This missile's gonna go off and go blow my head right off through the cab here. And take out the city. My head is the least of the problems. Yeah, this looked like some big locomotive, which there's a 68 ton something or another that I still haven't gotten my hands on that one yet. I'm interested to pull that too now. really barely touching on these corners. At least we're going downhill, but I can't even imagine the amount of distance it's going to take to stop this thing. Just got to be dealing with some traffic now. Which is one thing I haven't mentioned or talked much about yet, is that multiplayer. You guys probably caught the video. If not, go check it out. I was pretty critical with the multiplayer, which I kind of felt bad about when I was going back to edit the video. And because some people might be a little butthurt over some of the things I say, because there are a lot of people very excited about multiplayer, which I would be too, but to me it's lacking some of the most important fundamental things really in Euro Truck, and the biggest one is the AI traffic. There's no AI traffic, and I'm kind of wondering if it's just, at first some people told me it's because so many new people, noobs as I call them, that are in here, they might not be able to handle the dealing with traffic. And honestly, for the way I've seen some people drive, and I'm not talking about like me where I'd go just too damn fast, I'm talking about like barely moving and still crashing. They must be using a keyboard or something. Maybe that is a problem, but I think the biggest thing is just the server load. And also, I don't think, now that we've done a multiplayer video, and in mine it was raining and in his it was not, my son, I started thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if it's because perhaps they couldn't sync, and some people would see cars where some people don't, and it would just be a big problem with collisions and all kinds of really bad stuff happening. So I think there's probably a bunch of reasons why they don't have AI traffic, but I was also told by some people that I think they knew what they were talking about. They were telling me that it's not going to happen either, not in multiplayer. So that to me right there makes it kind of broken, or just lacking something. But the other thing is right here, mods. There are no mods, so you're stuck hauling those wimpy little 24-ton loads that come by default in the game, and which is, I guess, fun in the speed factor. You're not hauling much weight, you can get a lot of speed going, but that kind of gets boring after a while. You don't make quite as much, which sometimes you need to, because you'll have people crashing into you. Like on a run like this, we may meet a truck that flies up around this corner and hits us, does $40,000 of damage to our truck, and we pay the bill. So I don't really care because I have plenty of money, but some new players or somebody that doesn't have a bunch of money in the game, doesn't want to use cheats, they're gonna be losing a ton of money. Now, I haven't been hit at all in the 10 or 15 hours. I also haven't seen that many trucks, and I know it's only a matter of time. And I should take that back. I've been run into, but I don't think they really did much damage. Haven't had any big accidents, and haven't had anything too major go on. I've gotten run into a bunch in the city, but that might be more or less because the collision's turned off and people don't care so much. But so that's why probably not going to see me doing a lot of multiplayer. I'll probably run it on Twitch every now and then, and if they certainly improve it, yeah, absolutely, I'll jump in there and get on the old bandwagon. But to me, Euro Truck Simulator is alive in single player, and multiplayer is really only going to be fun if you have 6, 8, 10 buddies in here driving trucks, and y'all are going in like a nice convoy, which I've seen people do, and kind of makes me wish I could jump in there with them, which I could if I just jumped in and followed them. But and that's kind of the last problem, I guess, is I haven't found a way to sync the loads up. When I wanted to drive with my son, we had to, we both grab loads, but we had to follow, one had to take the load and not go in the right place and follow the other one that was. So it's just, I don't know. They got to be able to make it where we can both grab the same load and haul it to the same place. These people doing big convoys, I don't know if, like I said, there's something I'm just not getting. or if they're just hauling trailers or whatever to wherever just to for the sake of driving together, which seems really pointless to me. So anyway, that's the way multiplayer. Again, it's only been out for 1 week. There's so much that they want to change. It's only an alpha, as everybody likes to say. It's only alpha. So the very last thing I guess I'll say, that's fine, it's an alpha, but I hope that, and I'm sure these people are kind of scampering about now, but with American Truck Simulator coming out in a few months, you know, their work might all be in vain if they don't get that sucker patched up and out of alpha and, you know, get it 100% where they want it to be, because once American Truck Simulator comes out, everybody might walk away, and especially if it has a multiplayer. And if it doesn't, I hope that if anything, these folks and the work that they've done will go into showing SCS that we want multiplayer. So I'm hoping for multiplayer, and if we do, I really hope we have CB radio which is still used today. I mean, anywhere you go, you get a CB radio, you get on the interstate, you will hear lots of truckers. They should definitely have that so that we can talk to other players that are around us, which would make it a lot of fun. Even if they did that in the alpha for a Euro Truck, it would be fun. I would go in there a lot more just to be able to talk to people. Yeah, I don't know what you talk about, but it'd make it a lot more realistic and more fun being in a convoy. We are going to try to take these people on the right here. I always call that the GunninGamerz lane. It's my lane. Whoa, every little bump we come to it. Get a little bit of air on the front tires. Oh boy, not what you want to see. A nuclear warhead barreling down the road with me behind the wheel. It's a pretty brave soul that passed us there. I don't know if I should downshift or not here. Yeah, what the heck. I don't know if we're going to get any more speed or not. We're not doing too bad. I'd say this thing is towing better than the Iveco did with the 53-ton load. That took me 3 hours to get a few miles, I think. Well, I went from somewhere in Germany down to, you know, Milano. That's kind of ironic. That's where that load was going to. Some crazy business happening. And that was also a military load. We better keep our eye on those Italians there. They might be gearing up for something that we don't know about. So that's multiplayer in a nutshell. A lot of people streaming it. There's a stream the other day with almost 6,000 people in there, and I think 5,900 of them never heard of Euro Truck Simulator. And the thing that bothers me is, I think the game now with multiplayer is filling up with a lot of people, which I'm sure SCX likes, you know, because they're selling a lot of games and they're probably very appreciative of these modders that spend all their time doing it. But a lot of people, because now it's become trendy to stream, you moron, a lot of people are jumping in this game, and I have a feeling that it was a lot of people that, what a dumbass, just frickin' creamed us. Jeez, I guess I was not supposed to be in the right lane there, but what a moron. Probably damaged us up a little. 4%. Holy crap. This is gonna be a wash. I probably won't get in too many wrecks, I'm hoping. I'm not going fast enough to get in a wreck. Just not going fast enough. Now we gotta get through this mess. Oh boy, driving in the wrong way here. Oh well. Oh, stop times are not so nice. Should have downshifted. Uh-oh, now we killed it. Probably a bonehead behind me already. Oh, boy, I got lucky. I'm gonna actually keep backing up into this lane here a little bit. Oh, look at it. Just walks right forward. Oh, don't hit the rail. So much torque. Oh no, we're gonna hit. Ooh. Oh boy. But I was trying to say there, there's a lot of people that I have a feeling were the same ones making a ton of fun about Euro Truck Simulator, you know, poking fun at it. Now they're the ones that are, you know, jumping into the multiplayer with all their buddies and then laughing hysterically as they drive and crash and act like idiots. You know, from the live streams I can kind of tell that, because it's calming down now that it's been about a week and a half, but the first few days it was just a bunch of asshats in here just screwing off, and they were actually ruining it for a lot of people that were in here trying to actually truck, because they were crashing, and this stuff's kind of funny, but there was a lot of people getting kicked and booted out of the server at the time. There's only one server that I know of, and there was a lot of admins. Now there's not so much admins, but there's also a lot less asshats. So kind of worked out. Maybe that's why the admins aren't around. But I just hate when people poke fun at like Farm Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator, and then they become big hit titles like Farm Simulator did when 2013 came out and sold more copies than the big AAA title Medal of Honor did in Europe. It sold more copies in Europe in the first week than Medal of Honor. I think it was Warfighter. And people were, well, maybe it's, you know, and nowadays you're starting to see less people poking fun at these games and starting to realize, hey, they are an awful lot of fun, you know. For me personally, I've always loved simulators, but I just love to put my gun down, literally, sometimes in these FPS games, and just come in and do something besides shooting at somebody or trying to kill something, or just running around just shooting everything, you know. Well, you know, and that can be a lot of fun, but boy, I just can't stand doing just that when I'm sitting at my PC. So, all in all, multiplayer is a good thing. Brings a lot of people, a lot of money to SCS, and hopefully what comes in August is an amazing game. I'm certainly ready for it. We got 535 miles to go. Trying to get through this town and all these little roads, and holy cow, this car's gonna screw us up. Whoa! Okay. Oh, can't turn. Boy, in first gear it's the worst. You just don't have any. I can't turn. I can't turn. We're gonna hit some signs here. I should have probably hit that car, because now I've done more damage to the load, but I shouldn't worry anyway. I'm not in this one for the money. I'm in for the experience. Goodness sakeys. It's kind of fun now that I don't have to worry about money. And in the same sense, if not for streaming on Twitch, which is always fun for me to entertain people, that's what I do. Try to do on YouTube. But if it wasn't for those live streams, I would not be able to get very far once I got a bunch of money, because you kind of do lose that sense of, well, what's next? I can buy any truck, any building, you know, and I kind of wish that there was just somehow more depth, you know, more depth behind it. And I don't know what, you know, you could improve, because if you made where I am now more hard, then starting out would be a nightmare. You'd have to play like 200 hours just to be able to buy your first El Cheapo truck, you know, and that wouldn't be a terrible amount of fun either. So, you know, it's something I guess the game designers will have to figure out, but judging by Twitch and popularity, I guess not only are there a lot of people playing this game, there's certainly a lot of people streaming it and other people watching those streams. So looks like we're driving into an airport or something. Oh boy, we crossed the border there. We're not even near the speed limit. Not even near. Our guy's getting a little sleepy. He's already halfway to bed there, according to our bar there. But I've been having a lot of fun doing the Twitch, and I'm thinking about I was gonna do it with this game, but I think I might wait till American Truck Simulator, rather. Uh-oh. But I want to work it up to getting my stamina enough. I'm doing this to try to miss that concrete pillar back there. That almost backfired. I want to work up my stamina enough to be able to do a 24-hour marathon in American Truck Simulator. Maybe when it comes out. That would be a lot of fun. It'd be really hard just sitting here for 24 hours trucking. Somebody had suggested in live stream to do a 12-hour, which I can tell you already for sure the day that game comes out, I will be doing a 12-hour. That's a guarantee. Guarantee. Boy, those pictures look so beautiful. I can't wait to be in that world. But 12 hours, not so hard. 18 is you know, about how long I'm awake during any given day. So that'd be a long time, but I know I could do that. But 24 hours, Now my most driving ever is 26 hours in real life, and looks like we cleared our corner. And that was on a trip we were moving with the moving truck, and there was a few breaks but no sleep during that time. And from the time we left to the time we pulled up from the old house to the new house was 26 hours from helping my folks move from Minnesota to Tennessee back in 2005. And I could tell you that damn near killed me. I, by the grace of God, was able to stay awake, and I don't know how I was able to do it. It was the last 5-6 hours were so miserable, but I survived. And I cannot wait to drop this load off. Holy cow. What a weight off my back. Oh boy, we got a turning around. Here's where we're gonna jackknife. Oh boy, and we are. Ooh, it's pushing us. That thing has so much weight. Just pushes us right around. Oh man, I am not stopping for this red light. It's worth the $350. It is worth it. So much driving. Let's see our progress here. Oh man, we're not even... Well, we're getting close to halfway. So I think in the other driver logs that for some reason, I guess because we have more time for chatting, I had talked about my new PC builds, and actually back several driver logs ago I said I thought I was going with AMD, and that was last fall. Well, as time went on, it seemed to make only clear sense to me that if I wanted the best at as of a month ago, the best single GPU card that I could get, it was definitely the NVIDIA 780 Ti, and at that I ended up with an overclocked version of the Gigabyte. And during that time of kind of the lull between driver logs, well, the first one was I was moving, and then I did driver log 7, and then it's been another 2 months, I think. I have been working so hard on not only getting the Twitch off the ground, but getting the PCs all built and upgrading all my systems, upgrading the system that my son's using, which he's using my old parts, my super overclock 580 and the 2600K i7, the Intel over there, and I'm using the 4770K. But here we are, you know, a few months later, and I've put some money into my microphone setup so I can, you know, bring better quality as far as my talking and drop the pops and the cracks and everything else. And I also invested in some newer recording software and editing software. So basically everything that I'm currently working with has changed, and now I'm able to reap the rewards as far as, you know, the benefits of getting higher FPS in these games. So especially when I'm recording, which I was always pulling 60 before, but there are some games that were kind of stressing the system out quite a bit, and it was just really hard to you know, especially on Aiden's system, it was really hard to have him record and get his view on anything when he was running that old 285. And that thing, it just couldn't handle it. It couldn't record. It could game just fine, but once you record, you're asking double, you know. And streaming, you're asking a lot of your CPU. But yeah, it just couldn't handle it, so it was time to hang it up. Got that one sold, and now we're working with much better equipment. And like I said, I'm really enjoying that. And this road kind of, I like the 3 lanes, but a lot of corners that it looks like there's one up here that may give us some problems. Just think of all the people gawking at this when we drive by. You know, and you'd think with something like this that we would have like an escort. Not like escort service, but yeah, an escort. Now I'm not talking about a hooker sitting in our passenger seat, but actually have some kind of a military vehicle or something, like making sure we don't just drive off and drop this off in our Uncle Jeb's back shed and in his back 40 there. But these mods are a lot of fun. It's going to be exciting to get into all those Peterbilt, Kenworth, you know, those trucks, and Freightliner maybe. Mack, I guess they still do trucks, so I don't know what we're all going to see as far as truck brands. Hopefully they're able to get the licensing worked out for all of them too. 'Cause that was a problem when this one came out. I don't even remember the names, but we still have Majestic, which is Mercedes, of course. But they all had funny names. I think even the Volvo did. They had only like half of them, so imagine it costs them a lot of money to get everything licensed. And it's kind of funny with all the money that Mercedes makes that they wouldn't agree. Something obviously didn't work out there. We can't complain. We're going whoa, we're going faster now than what we would have been back in the day without the speed limiter option to turn off. Barely. Going 60, 65. This thing doesn't even fit in the lane. Yeah, they better wait. Oh, they're all driving the same car. That's cute. I wonder if it would work any better if we actually took this truck off this trailer and used it to pull this truck. Pull the Volvo. Holy balls. I wonder what kind of an engine that thing has in it. Probably only goes like 10 miles an hour. All them tires. Looks like it's made for a little bit off-road. Quite the contraption. Now we're coming into some mountains. That makes me cringe a little bit. Ooh, we're about to hit 70. Oh, and we didn't. Oh boy. Keeping that pedal down to the metal. I was impressed with the way my son drove in the multiplayer there. I bought the game for him last fall, and he was still 3. And he was crashing around. I didn't have time to really help him that day figure out what he was supposed to do, so he was just kind of fumbling around with the buttons and pushing and driving into stuff. I think he had his steering wheel by then. And the other day when we did that multiplayer, you know, that was literally the first time that he had come in. So I call it the first time because I actually sat down and told him what buttons to hit and how to drive his truck, and he got in there and was just cruising down the road. I was pretty impressed and kind of thinking to myself, by the time he gets to be 16 playing games like this, probably make my job a lot easier at teaching him how to drive a real car. Obviously they're not totally alike, but you know, the principles are there. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gotta watch it on hills. We get light in the front end when we come up to the peak. 8 hours and 50 minutes left to go, and oh, let me see here. It says we gotta have it there, and yeah, I think we're gonna be okay. Sunday at 12:08. Oop, what did I do? Oh, speeding? Pfft. Not even. I can't believe I got a speeding ticket. Oh well. I am going almost 70. I think you get them after 60. So sometimes Sunday between 12 a.m. and 6:47. And it's gonna be cutting pretty close. No wait, it's Saturday at 7. Trying to drive and look at that at the same time. So we'll be fine. We're gonna come right in the earlier part of that window, which means I could even stop for rest if I had to, I believe. Probably gonna have to. This truck is just so quiet, and I don't even hear the turbo near as much as I did on the other one. I think I'll probably go ahead and build me another one. I don't know. I saw that the Mercedes, or Majestic, as it's called in here, actually can have skirting on the 6x4 chassis, covering the fuel tanks. I thought that looked pretty sharp. Saw that in the multiplayer, so that led me to believe that that was not a mod, since mods are not able to work in there. Uh-oh. Oh! Almost lost it. Look at all these pansies in cars driving so slow. We're pulling a missile. Oh, we're hitting everybody. Causing tragic death. Oh no. Oh my goodness. Hey, he's empty. Did I kill my engine? Okay. He's got a tanker of fuel and I got a nuclear warhead. That'll make a nice little hole in the ground. Oh boy, now he's getting tired on me. Let's see how much damage I did. Only 2 to the truck. None to the... We're already at 6. As long as he don't tell his boss, I won't tell mine. Oh boy, he's getting real tired. Well, we're still 3/4 tank on our fuel. That's another downside of having a chassis like this, is you don't haul as much fuel. Yeah, so what is this here? Now we're coming into Austria? What the heck were we in before? Oh, so we came into Germany just a short little bit there. I didn't even know that. Okay. I was like, why are we in Germany here? But yeah, we popped into Germany and now we're going to be heading down, almost getting close to Italy. I haven't driven any of this, so I'm pretty stoked about that. See a whole lot of Italy. Whoa. Beautiful scenery. Better enjoyed in this view. Every time I think of Austria, I think of Sound of Music. I think that's a musical that every kid in school had to watch at one point or another. Oh no, this is bad. But it is absolutely beautiful, and if it really looks this nice in real life, I really gotta get there. I've seen pictures and I know it does. Very pretty. And that's what we're gonna get a lot of if they do expand eastward out of California. They're gonna have to do the be a lot of desert, and they'll have to do a lot of mountain. What's this? Oh, look at the castle. Oh, it's pretty neat. Almost doesn't feel like we're working when we're driving through pretty countryside like this. We just cut a car off back there, maybe caused a few deaths. That's the way life goes sometimes. Kind of hogging the road, but even at this speed, like when I downshifted right there, it still felt like my front end's a little light. No worries, we're just a tired driver of a nuclear warhead. But according to our little manager here, it looks like we'll be safe to pull over, probably in this rest stop up here. Grab a little shut-eye. Now we've got almost 1,200 miles on this truck already, which is kind of crazy for me to think about because I had a 1150 and all those runs. Oh my gosh, why do we gotta wait for this guy? He looks like he's hauling a tanker or a rail car from the rail car mod. I haven't hauled any of those yet. I think he fell asleep in there on us. boy, can't make the corner. You almost got to hit the gas and then let off to let it turn. Didn't really need fuel, but figured since I have to drive past the pump here. Put a little bit in there. Now here's a little trick that I found out the other day. Oh boy. I wasn't able to get any sleep over here. The trigger wouldn't work. As it looks like it's going to happen again. But if you drop that load, then it lets you. Now we're going to be driving in the evening. So we'll start her up. Sure love my new tires on this thing. They're pretty flashy. Oh boy. Oh yeah, doing a wheelie. Come on, dude. What are you doing? He wasn't gonna let the guy carrying the warhead in. Not the safest way to drive. This view's kind of neat. I just feel weird about not seeing any of my truck. Or my GPS. Glad that I looked back at it, otherwise we would have kept on driving right past. Uh-oh. This could get a little crazy. I'm gonna stay out to the edge here. Probably gonna have to put new brake pads on when we get back to the shop. There we go. Okay. Oh, can barely make this one. Here comes all those wonderful tunnels again. I don't know how the clipping is on this load, but it's a good thing we cleared that tunnel. I noticed that these don't clip on poles and things like that, like the other mods, the heavy haul mods that I have from a few months ago. You can pretty much drive through them. There's nothing to them, so. Uh-oh, we're losing speed. So it is Saturday at 7:30 p.m. We gotta be there between midnight and 6 Sunday. So 7:30 and we got 11 hours and 17 minutes. Uh-oh. Gotta stop. Oh, $61 to haul a warhead through. That's not too bad. Whoops. Killed my... I want to put it in reverse. Just imagine all the weight on those tires. Just unbelievable. We'll probably lose a bunch of rubber too. Oh boy, we're threading the needle. I didn't want to hit that pole. I think I'm going to move over to this side here. Hopefully I don't crush anybody in the process. There's a locomotive. Little train. Climbing up to 40. At least we're going up in speed, kind of. Which means up here we're gonna have a big hill going down. Oh my goodness, what is going on up here? What in the hell? Seriously, people. What is this? Oh my god. Now this idiot, he can get behind me. Oh, I see Italy's flags up here. Italian flags. Holy cow, we're finally getting here. Still got a lot to go though. I haven't driven a whole lot of Italy other than that driver log down to Milano. As I mentioned earlier, I haven't even made it to Paris, and that's been in the game the whole time. There's our dumb car, the green one again. Yay, we're going 40 again. And we gotta slow down for another toll. Man, I hate these things. Hate them in real life, can't stand them in this game. This one's got all kinds of cars in it. Man. Come on. Oh my god, I didn't mean to bump that. There we go. Oh man, it's like we hit a wall right here. Hopefully we don't have too many more tolls coming up. Well, we're actually gonna do pretty good. Looks like a straight shot all the way through now. That will be nice. Can't wait to see the big stacks on on the trucks in American Truck Sim. I hope that they really do have like really thick black smoke that comes out too. I want to be able to see that when I'm going up the hills. I want to see the black smoke just coming out those pipes. Maybe some flame at night. No, but the smoke would be good. I think we need that. I don't think that's too much to ask for. So I downshifted and lost 1 mile an hour. Actually, now we're gaining it back. Probably better to rev her out like this. Now it looks like we might get a little flat spot here. Something else that's been sad lately is the list that EA put out announcing all the games that are going to be killed with the Game Spy. Now, if you're like me, originally, you know, this story came out 2 months ago, or at least a month or two ago, about Game Spy shutting down on May 31st, which would include a lot of multiplayer games, older multiplayer games. Some of the big ones, like I said, are Battlefield, 2, 2142, I think even Bad Company, the 1942 Vietnam. I mean, just from EA, there's a very long list. And they said right after that don't worry, we're going to figure something out. We're going to do our best to try to find a solution to keep those games online and going. And then the other day they released another statement after now it's been quiet for a month or two, basically stating that they are sad and it's never easy letting old games go and all this other nonsense. And so a bunch of those games will be coming down, and there's modders and things out there that claim that they're going to try to save a lot of them. Oh boy. Oh, Jesus. That was pretty messed up there. I don't even want to know. What the? I'm still hitting everybody. Trying to get to my keys. Oh my gosh, 8% damage. We do too much more damage and we're really going to be in a wash here. So that's going to be happening. And for me personally, I guess, I'm sad to see those games go. 2142 is my ultimate all-time favorite game ever. But that doesn't mean that I want to still play it today, so, it'll be sad to see it go, but it'll be, it was good while it lasted. I could still be playing it right now today if I wanted to, and honestly, I don't, I went in there like a month ago and it was just a ton of fun, but haven't been able to get myself to go back in there. I did like one round of Northern Strike, which is my favorite. Did a little Bavaria Titan mode. Leipzig was probably, well, that and Bavaria, those were my favorite maps in Titan mode. And then of course Leipzig didn't have Titan, but was that Conquest or whatnot with the Goliath? Oh, that was a blast. I don't think there's a way, probably a mod that you could do like co-op, but I'll never really get to show my kids probably that game. I have some video of it, but I did not want to go over here, but we didn't have a choice. End up killing a busload of people. Can't believe the amount of like heavy hauling out here. Look at this guy, he's got a little truck there. Lots of big loads. I had the military loads enabled, but that was kind of weird because almost 75% of the vehicles in here were carrying tanks. I mean, it was really bizarre driving around. It really felt like World War III was about, or already did break out, and the whole country was in a military panic and martial law was enacted. everywhere there was military vehicles, and I thought, man, whoever did that mod like way overdid it, overdid it. It's the same one that modded probably the trailer we're pulling, but made the AI pull military vehicles, and I thought that was just kind of bizarre. Because in real life, at least in the United States here, it's not that common to see military vehicles being hauled, from here to there. It is common, though, to see like the National Guard armories driving their big old trucks with the 6 or 8 tires, full of soldiers and stuff. For some reason, well, up here is a few bases, but I know you go drive down to Georgia and you'll see that because of all the army bases and Fort Benning and things like that. And I always thought that was pretty cool to see that. All the Humvees, I mean, when they go driving, there's like 20, 30 of them at a time, and they'll just be tooling down the road, and they're so loud. Not the trucks themselves, but the actual the tires, because they're made for off-road or dirt or sand, and they're going down the interstate, and they go about 60 miles an hour. Kind of a neat sight to see. It'd have been fun if we could have loaded this load ourselves. I hope that's kind of another thing on my wish list. I want to be able to drive things on the trailers, and that's something Spin Tires has claimed we're going to get to do when they come out with their game, which is going to be more off-road trucking. Loading the load is part of it, and I think that should be an option in here too, because if you don't load your load correctly, you could be doing a wheelie down the road, or if you put too much weight in the front, or if you put too much weight in the back, you will be not going anywhere. You'll be burning up your back tires, and you won't have good control of your truck because your rear end will be too light. On the truck itself, it'll be bowed up in the middle. Look at that, we're gonna sack a guy pulling wimpy little cars. Yeah, buddy. Oh yeah, we got him. Oh, he's getting on us. He's getting on us. Downshift. Uh-oh, no speed gain there. Come on. Come on. We gotta get ahead of him here. He's got an Iveco. I know we got more power than he does. Come on, baby. See, this would have been fun right here in multiplayer. Some random guy like that, which I barely come up to. I haven't really come up to anybody. Yeah, we won. Let's cut him off. That's our victory. Whoa. But that'd be a lot of fun in the multiplayer, going up against people like that. I would enjoy it a whole great deal. Hey, it looks like we're coming into a city, and I think this is the city that we're looking for. I think we're coming into Milano. It says we've got 39 more miles. Guess while we're here, we should probably get some real Italian spaghetti. I bet you the spaghetti doesn't taste the same over there. I think if it's like a lot of things, we've probably Americanized it here so much that I've had different types of spaghetti, and it's very seldom that you'll get a plate of spaghetti that is not good, but it is possible. I can think of one was when my stepmom used to make it with homemade tomatoes. Oh, did not like that at all. It was so runny. But she was no Italian cook. But I had a buddy that did enjoy cooking, and he made spaghetti. He actually went to culinary school and wasn't practicing chef or whatever you want to call it, but went to culinary school and ended up doing something else instead. But he was very good, and oh my goodness, he taught me a spaghetti recipe that I made it once or twice, but of course my wife does the cooking, so she's been using that recipe, and it's pretty good. It involves a lot of basil leaf. Uh-oh, here comes a toll. Oh my goodness, barely got stopped in time. Come on. $52. Yeah, you know what? First, second, third, fourth, I'll fly through them pretty quick, like it's not even behind us when you're on flat surface. I could probably even double shift all the way up to 8. We'll see here. Yeah, pretty much. Didn't hurt anything. Probably didn't help either, but... So you can still double shift, I'd say, you know, second, fourth, sixth. And then you'll have to go 7th, 8th. When this thing was empty, you easily double shift all the way through 8 and even up to 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 11 and 12. On the way down, I was hauling some major ass. Oh boy, now we're coming to town. Let's zoomy our mappy. Okay, so we're gonna get off here. 7 miles, boy, the excitement. We made it, we made it, we made it. I had a fear that you and I were going to be just stuck in this cab with awkward silence the entire way. Stuck in first gear, on a hill, barely moving. I guess we hit one of our nastiest hills coming out of that city where we picked this big old pig up. And then we did pretty good through the rest of the way. I almost thought we had a fail on our hands. This does not look like the Milano that I remember coming into. I have not been here since I think it was that driver log of 5 with the Iveco. And it's ironic. Oh, there's my building. Look at that thing. Yeah, I own that. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty cool. Berlin, you have to get off of that road to see your building. I mean, you're not going to really ever drive by it. I don't have too many times where, oh look. But that was just a little building last time, and then of course we just upgraded it, so it's nice. It's good to be back here. I'm gonna have to go check on my employees. All my brand new employees, and otherwise find out if they're working or not, and if they're not, we're gonna fire them. We'll have all kinds of money rolling in. Probably next driver log here in a few weeks I'll end up having about $5 million. I spent all that money, bought all the trucks, bought myself a truck, and I think I'm gonna go and buy a bigger, well, a 6x4 chassis Scania, and I'll still have $2 million at that point. I'm gonna skip that light. Hopefully we don't get tickets. It seemed like Italy was a little bit like Germany, where you didn't get tickets quite as much. Uh-oh. Is this where we gotta go? Oh, we are not in the clear at all. This is gonna be interesting. Okay. I was gonna keep it in second here. I don't know. Oh! I hit the building. Kinda gotta ride the brake to get her to turn. Well, we can always choose the option there to automatically deliver, which I've never done. I'm glad it's in this spot that's closest here and not where that other tank is sitting. That's kind of a weird deal. It looks like a firefighting tank or something. I don't know what that thing is. Okay. I don't think this is gonna work. I just don't have enough room to correct myself in here. What I should have done is probably come farther over here. Now if we crank our wheels a whole bunch this way. I'll be so happy when I see that green. Oh, come on. Oh. I wonder if I can unhook it and straighten myself out here without... Sure we can. I don't know why it took me so long to figure that out. Well, that'll help a whole lot. I'm gonna kind of miss this big old lug. Next up, 310 horsepower of Echo pulls the nuclear warhead. I will probably try it out one day if I can get the chance, but oh, it takes so much time to set that up. Let's go ahead and see how we did. Satisfactory. Well, we lost 1,000, so we made 54 and spent 48 in damage to get here, and I'm sure I'll have a couple thousand more. So it's pretty much a broke even on that one, but we got some experience, almost to level 30, and it is time to drive the heck out of here with our little race car here. It's gonna feel like a whole new truck. Wait a minute, it is a new truck. Now we're gonna be, time we get her parked, we'll have almost 1,500 miles on it. Actually, with this one, if you don't double shift, you're kind of... I mean, you pretty much got to go up, 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 up. Okay. I know they had all of the amenities here, so we got to go find it. 6, 8, 10. Like I said, we don't seem to get quite as many tickets. I went through 3 lights and only got ticketed at 1 there. Oh, I remember this here. Actually, you know what we can do? We could go back to our own shop, which I don't think is in the right direction. I'm lost right now. Oh, what is this? We don't want to sleep here. Well, probably could. Probably see about getting our truck fixed. Check out that damage. That's something else that I wish you could do that at your own shop. So yeah, 6,000. We pretty much broke even. Not too bad. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and have a little race through town here. I don't know the quickest way to get in there. It's not this way. Hey, buddy. Make sure you do check out the other driver logs if for some reason you haven't, and head on over to our Twitch. Check out some of the trucking that we got going on over there. There's a dead end. Oh, this twisty thing here. It says I haven't driven on this, but I know I have. I think I was... Oh my god, he's gonna crush us like a sardine can here. What a moron. Oh, I get so tired of these trucks. Okay, now we gotta pass him. In 10th. A hell of a corner coming here too. And we almost flipped it. Oh no. Oh my god. We just did 13% damage. Oh no. What a tragic event that was. Well folks, there you have it. There's our big... And we get passed by the truck again, and he's driving on the sidewalk. And we got passed by a car. Maybe my driver ed teacher was right when he said you're not going to get there faster by speeding. Oh, boy, when she rains, she pours. Just had this thing all fixed up and then drove it across to Europe. And all it took was a little stroll through town to ruin everything. We're still going to go get the shut-eye over here at our building. Looks nice at night when it's all lit up. Open sesame. Holy cow. If you guys have ever driven at that thing going like 40 miles an hour, it's hilarious how fast that garage door opens up. Forgot, I gotta go back here. I don't know, I might give this truck away and switch again right away to something else, but at least we're sitting down here and we can back up a little bit more. There we go. Shut her down, get some rest. Let's have a look at it. It's not too bad of a truck. It pulled well, did well, so I guess I like it. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on. I do appreciate all of you stopping by and watching another long driver log. I apologize that it got a little bit long, but hopefully you enjoyed. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And until next time, take care.